Derby County have a history of good talent coming out of the academy. The likes of Jason Knight, Max Bird and Louis Sibley have been some of the recent names to come out of the academy, with Jason Knight attracting interest from the Premier League. But a player who has stuck it out in the Premier League and made some unbelievable appearances and scored some really, really good goals over recent years is Liam Delap. Now, Liam Delap is currently an Ipswich Town forward, but he is set to join Chelsea on Monday after his medical has been booked, and a £30 million deal has been agreed between Chelsea and Ipswich Town. I believe it's a relegation release clause. Now, how did Derby get involved in this, and how did Derby compete with this sort of deal? Now, the interesting thing is going to be that a lot of Derby County fans maybe might not realise that a sale from Ipswich to Chelsea after the sale has already gone through from Man City to Ipswich could have an impact, but Derby County will receive a small portion of the pie when the money goes back to Manchester City, and we're going to get into all of it in just a moment. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets. Now, obviously, Liam Delap is an unbelievable player. He's been really, really good this season, and obviously since joining Manchester City, when he was 16 years of age, back in 2019-20, for about £1.5 million, he really has gone from strength to strength. He made his debut for Manchester City and went on to make a range of different appearances. He's been on a couple of loan spells and ultimately then found himself at Ipswich Town. Now, obviously, let's look at his career. Before we get into anything to do with sell-on fees, let's get into his career. Now, he's made 179 appearances. That does include some youth appearances in the Under-18 Premier League, UEFA Youth League, and obviously like Premier League 2 and things like that. But he's made 179 appearances, scoring 72 goals, 20 assists, 41 yellows, and 2 reds, with 11,453 minutes. Now, for Ipswich Town this season, he's played 40 times, scoring 12 goals, collecting 2 assists. But he's obviously spent time at Hull City, Stoke and Preston on loan. At Hull, 32 appearances, 8 goals, 2 assists. At Stoke, 23 games, 3 goals. At Preston, 15 games and 1 goal. And obviously he made 6 senior appearances for Manchester City, where he scored just once. Now, the important thing to factor in about this deal is that I believe Man City are entitled to about £10 million of the fee going from Chelsea to Ipswich Town as per their sort of sell-on agreement, which is completely fine, right? But Derby County then entitled to a portion of that 10 million. Now, I'm not entirely sure what it is. I believe Derby County earned around £700,000 from the 15 million that City received when Delap moved from City to Ipswich. So I believe Derby County got £700,000 of that, and that then would obviously mean that Derby County will be somewhere in that region for this deal this summer. Now, obviously, with Liam Delap moving to Chelsea, is it a good move? I personally think it's a great move for him. I think he can go on to absolutely unbelievable things. He's already made his debut for England under-21s, playing 12 times, scoring 3 goals. Obviously, you might expect a little bit more, but there's a lot of good players in that sort of age range that he's in at 22 years old. And I think it won't be long, especially with him joining Chelsea, until he sort of moves on to sort of playing for England's main team. And a lot of people are going to sort of say, why am I discussing this Liam Delap deal? And it is purely based on the sell-on clause for Derby County and how that could impact us and impact our summer, because like Delap's been unbelievable since leaving Derby County, and he's earned these moves, and he's had some incredible football over the course of the last 12 months. And like, you look at it and go, if only Derby County could have kept hold of him and got him to sign a pro contract, how much money could they have earned before they went into administration from Liam Delap alone? Because from what I'm aware, he wasn't actually that far away from sort of being sort of involved in that sort of fringes of the first team situation before he moved to Man City, and obviously the move to Man City sort of held him back a little bit, not in terms of sort of development or anything like that, because of course you get the best possible coaches at Man City, but it gives you that sort of discussion and that sort of appetite of moving to a Premier League club, one of the best Premier League clubs who, when he signed, would have had the likes of Sergio Aguero. I believe Edin Dzeko was still there as well. So there's sort of a lot of sort of discussions. And then obviously they brought in, Erling Haaland the season that Aguero picked up a ton of injuries. And I believe then, did he eventually move to Barcelona, Aguero? Or have I got that mixed up with somebody else? But obviously Aguero had the situation where he then had to retire because of a heart problem. And that's obviously sort of a big reason why Delap got his moment at Man City, and then obviously ended up earning this move to Ipswich Town, where he's been absolutely unbelievable. If you want to compare him side by side to himself and current striker Nicholas Jackson, Delap scored 12 goals compared to Jackson's 10 in 68 shots compared to Jackson's 76. A shooting accuracy of 47.1% compared to Jackson's 46.1%, a conversion rate of 17.7% compared to 13.2%. Jackson has missed 19 big chances, Delap has missed just 10. And what a move this is going to be for Liam Delap to move to Chelsea, get to play within the Champions League, get to battle with someone like Nicholas Jackson. You've obviously got the creativity of Cole Palmer, you've got depending on if Jadon Sancho stays, you've got that sort of discussion as well. You've got a load of really, really good, talented players at Chelsea that are only going to get better and better this summer now they've hit the Champions League. Now, there's a lot of work to do in regards to Derby for this summer, and obviously this money will help a little bit, whether it helps with the loan fee for potentially Louis Barry, whether it helps to make the permanent signing of Cody Drammer, or maybe make another move for Harrison Armstrong and make it a bit more lucrative for Everton to let him come back to Derby County. That is something that we don't exactly know right now, but I do believe that this move for Derby County will earn them around £700,000. It'll probably be a little bit less, because I believe that's what we received when he went from City to Ipswich initially. So I believe it might be a little bit less. So probably within like sort of the £500,000 region, but we'll obviously sort of have to wait and see till this deal all goes through, and if that obviously eventually does get sort of pushed forward. Now, it could be a case of Man City gave us more last year than we needed, and that sort of cuts off this whole conversation, but it's one of those things that we'll have to wait and see how it impacts Derby County. Now, if you have not done so already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As a former Derby County Academy product, moves to a team playing in the Champions League. And if you haven't done so already, stay tuned to listen all about the Derby County raffle. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description, which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question, and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets.